Welcome back. Directorate of Vigilance celebrated Vigilance Week on Monday in Panji and urged people to be vigilant and come out with cases against corrupt officers. Additional Director of Vigilance Arun Desai appealed to the people not to file anonymous complaints as they may not stand.
In view of the rising corruption in the administration across the nation, State Vigilance Department has started Vigilance Awareness Week for public. Vigilance Department officials guide people about the role of Vigilance Department and procedure of filing the complaints.
What is important is just writing a complaint to either of this doesn't solve the purpose. Please keep in mind. Further to that, whenever you lodge a complaint, your complaint should be specific. Because I can tell you that there is corruption going on in RTO. It's a plain statement that doesn't help. I am telling them, you please lodge a complaint with specific details, at least to the effect of the designation of the person, what is the act that has been committed or an act of omission that has been done by that particular person, okay, and the minimum possible evidences, because of late
ज्यांना करप्शनाची गरज जाता ज्यांना कोणाचे वेळ लागता त्यांना तुम्ही मीडियाक सांगचे मीडिया कडल्यान लोकां मेरेन पावचे आणि छापून येवचे अशें छापून येवचे की दुसरो कोण करप्शन करतलो त्याच्या आंगार कापलो.
In a discussion session, social activist Sabina Martins raised an issue of Tomatino Festival. Sabina said that Tomatino Festival in Goa is a case of social outrage, especially in a country where food security is a major issue.
All these tomatoes and food stuff goes to this wastage kind of a thing. The price also rises. Already the public are reeling under price rise. We've seen what has happened when the fish goes to the 5-star hotels. We don't get fish at cheap rates. Now the tomatoes and the vegetables also going to go the same way. So, as a public, here I'm lodging a complaint. If need be, I will also give it to you in writing.
Director of Tourism Swapnil Naik, however, replied to this controversy very cautiously. He claimed that government is not backing the event financially. A reporter from Panji, Basuri Desai, with video journalist Sarvesh Veluskar.
Now we have news from sports. Sporting Clube de Goa prevailed over Shillong Lajong in the 7-goal thriller at Nehru Stadium in Fatorda on Monday. The Flaming Orange won 4-3 to register their first victory in the 2011-12 I-League after the early two matches had ended in a draw.
Sporting Clube de Goa came into their own after conceding the first goal to Lajong. Ogba Kalu provided the equalizer. The match was a gripping affair as Lajong once again took the lead before going into the half-time interval. Vitorino Fernandes scored a brace after the break to put Flaming Orange ahead, after the home side failed to maintain that lead for too long. However, Sporting pulled off the winner when James Morga scored his team's fourth goal in the 72nd minute. It was a fine victory for the Goan side, which had failed to win the earlier two games despite playing well. Meanwhile, Sporting put up an entertainment program with their mascot Zumba doing its bit as well. However, it seems that Goan crowd is far too susegad to come to the stadium to support their team. Coaches of both teams interacted with media after the match.
Because we went ahead, I think we deserved to be ahead. We should have been probably two ahead before we conceded that silly goal. It's disappointing because obviously James is a threat, James Morgan, but we dealt with the first ball. We just didn't come out quickly enough outside the box, and then we just let Kalu get the ball, turn inside the box and shoot. So it's a little, it's disappointing.
This is very important match to us because we played the first match, second match throw, and the home ground, we are playing at the home ground winning is very important, and this is my first victory in this I-League. This is very important and I feel happy.
What about when you went for dressing room? What was this? What you told you about?
Oh, this is technically. I have given my appreciation and the congratulations to them for a very hard work.
A reporter from Fatorda, Samir Bhatt.
Training budget of over 6 crore rupees to prepare Goan athletes for upcoming Lousofonia Games and National Games has been approved by the government. This was one of the major decisions taken at the Sports Authority of Goa's annual general body meeting on Monday. Asian Beach Games 2018, regularization of staff, rebuilding of Bandorkar ground, artificial turf and roofing of Tilak Maidan were also discussed.
Biggest decision would be about the coaching for Lousofonia and National Games, in which a proposal for 6 crores 69 lakhs to be spent on the sports persons for the next 6 months for preparing them for Lousofonia and National Games have been approved. It will go to government for allotment of budget and it would be done over a period of next 3.5 years. Another major decision is holding of Asian Beach Games in Goa in 2018, regularization of staff, regularization of coaches, upgradation of coaches, and then putting of the artificial turf at Tilak Maidan, the roofing to be done at Tilak Maidan. All these issues have been discussed and have been approved. We have enhanced the grants that is being given to sports clubs and sports associations. So that's a major decision for today. Then a lot of posts are created for the technical cell of SAG, which is executing the jobs of the Directorate of Sports and Youth Affairs.
This is the site of the old Bandorkar football stadium. The rebuilding of this facility was discussed at the meeting in view of the burning need of Tiswadi people for a football stadium in Panji. The government has now decided to build a small stadium here. This stadium is not a part of the games. Executive Director of SAG VM Prabhu also gave details of infrastructural decisions pertaining to the Lousofonia and National Games.
3 projects to be tendered in the month of November. Early November we are tendering 3 projects. That's a major decision taken. Apart from 3 projects at Pernem, MCC and Fatorda, there will be 2 more projects taken up urgently, and that is basketball stadium at Goa University and volleyball stadium in Shiroda.
What about the land acquisition for the volleyball stadium at...
Volleyball is being expedited by the Directorate of Sports and Youth Affairs. The Town and Country Planning Department has already granted their NOC for the site, which is chosen for the volleyball stadium. So all in all, it's a win-win situation.
Our sports reporter Nikhil Pereira with video journalist Sushant Pearl from Purvuri.
And with this, we have come to an end of this news bulletin. Keep watching Prudent Media. Goodbye.